Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, church. I have to address all of our members around the world since we are an international ministry, my God. Um, Today, I have the heading for church announcements being Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj, just so we can have a title for this live today, our Wednesday midday Bible study. But you know that we get to talk about whatever we want for the next hour, maybe hour and a half, my God. I appreciate the armor bearers, the usher board, and everybody else who was in the sanctuary waiting for me to arrive, my God. I had to get myself completely caught up on the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj situation from the other night. I did see all of Cardi's stuff, but I completely missed whatever Nicki Minaj did for Cardi to need to, I guess, clap back and pull out her receipts. My God, you know your bishop loves a good receipt, because when I tell you my archives of receipts that are up in the cloud, my God, the iCloud, is so extensive. Oh my gosh, Ebony Cosby. Ebony, you better be coming on Sunday to the G-Status ATL Hustle reunion. You better be there. First, before I go into anything, I gotta address our church members, our elders, leaders, and all of our auxiliaries and ministries, my God, especially the Mothers Board. Lockhead Boss Lady is in the house. We have Sharon Hall, G Wiz, Kimberly Satchel said, "Hi, Bishop. Let's get to it." I know that Mia Cameron said, "I'm ready to talk about these receipts, invoices, contracts, and credit reports Cardi B had." My God. Triana April said, "Finally catching one. Glad to have you on this live, Triana." And I see Mia said she thinks the church service started at 3. No, I really wanted to start at 2:30. No, I wanted to start at 2, my God. But I have so much going on. When I tell you that there is always so much for me to do and have to tackle, with me still being in Atlanta and New Jersey part of the week. So I appreciate the church for being patient and letting me, lag behind sometimes on recaps as well as lives because of all that I have on my plate. I do the majority of it myself, but thank God I have some people coming on board to help me and assist me and so on and so forth. Some of our church members have reached out to see what they could do to help me and make my life a tad bit easier. So I appreciate this ministry because we are also growing. I do want to let the church know, for all of the haters who think that we are not growing, we are growing. Since August, I believe we have about 500 to 600 new church members, my God. So we have to give God praise for that. I saw Dre Linthicum said, "Yes, Bishop is in the house. I am here." Really quick, I'm not sure if our associate pastor, L.A. Gilbert, and First Lady Shayna Gilbert are in the house on today, my God. If they're not here, I will say this again, but the church loves L.A. Gilbert as well as his wife, Shayna Gilbert, and last Friday was Associate Pastor Gilbert's, my God. It was his birthday, and then I think it was yesterday they had their wedding anniversary, my God. So sending love, congratulations to them. And like I said, if I see LA on the live later on, I will say that again so he knows the church celebrated his birthday as well as his marriage to his beautiful wife, our First Lady. And for all those who don't know why I call his wife our First Lady, is because we will never have a First Lady. We probably will have a first man at some point, my God, but we will not have a First Lady from me. No, not going to happen. I see Chase Green said, "What's going on with notifications? I'm just receiving." Well, Chase, we just started, so you're right on time. My God. New Dawn said, "Welcome to the new members." Come on! The new members board. Kimberly Satchel said, "Hey, new members." Everybody is greeting our new members. Brent Moss said, "I love you, Ty. You saved me from committed suicide earlier this year." Oh my gosh. I didn't expect for us to get so deep so fast and so soon, But Brent Moss, I appreciate you sharing that. I'm a little bit, tongue-tied and speechless at the moment from you sharing that, because I always go back and forth, and there's a tug of war inside myself with what I should not and should share on YouTube and to the church, my God. So if it only mattered and made a difference in your life, everything I've ever shared, I'm grateful that God pushed me and released me to share it, regardless of others' opinions, as long as it helped save you, prevent you from committing suicide, and you seeing me allowing you to know that if I can make it, you can make it, my God. It was all worth it. So prayers to you. I hope all is going well with you, with your mental health. Hope you're seeing a therapist and all of that, because I definitely do, my God. Vicky Kelly Brew, our loyal church member. Vicky Kelly Brew is on the Mother's Board. So whenever I shout out the Mother's Board, that includes Vicky Kelly Brew, because she is definitely a mother of this ministry, my God. Brent Moss said, your laughter, experiences, and lessons have helped me grow so much. I'm getting therapy now, and I have a new man and a better job. Well, let's give God praise for Brent Moss, because he survived or got past suicidal ideation, my God. Then has a new job, is in therapy, and got a new man. Let's give God praise for that. Yeah, your bishop is going to take a moment to get to a new man, if that ever happens, because at this point in my life, I am so getting used to being by myself and being single. So, yeah, y'all don't have to worry about it at all ever again. I'm not rushing anything. So I'm in a great place. I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied today. I'm in a great place in my life right now. And what I always want to share with mental health and people who watch and people who are part of the church, when I say I'm in a great space, that is not to say I don't have sad moments or hurt moments. I think everyone's life, even if you don't suffer or battle with mental health concerns, life is a roller coaster. There are some good times, bad times, ups and downs, my God. Mr. Brown said testimony service is now open. Yes, come on. Brent Moss started our testimony service on today. Angela Abron said there's nothing wrong with taking time to focus on you, boo. Yeah, I definitely am, because I just realized ain't much out there, my God. So I may as well just put it all into myself and, just have a friends with benefits somewhere when it's time for me time or personal time or sexual time. Saint BD said, you've blessed me, and I was just about to post yesterday via Facebook. About a year ago, I made it through my suicide attempt. God can heal, not in therapy, but God sent two friends to be my shoulder. Saint BDB, thank God for your progress and process, and that you are surviving. But even though you have those two friends, I would encourage you to still seek counseling and or a therapist. It will change your life, especially being able to have someone who is not your friend, who you can vent to and receive unbiased encouragement and advice. And even though it is possible for friends to be unbiased, there is still something significant and different about going to someone who is not a part of your direct circle, but is able to encourage you. And then also, when you think about a therapist, they are educated as well as licensed to be able to deal with our mental health issues when your friends may not be. So they probably will have better coping skills for you to use if suicidal ideation ever shows up in your life in the future, my God. Frederick said, I hate that it's so hard to find committed men in the gay community. Fred, that has nothing to do with the gay community. That has to do with men, period. Because if you talk to our women's ministry, my God, they will tell you they are having the same problem with men that the gays are. Man is a man. Lockhead Boss Lady said being single in 2018 is rough. Lockhead, what makes it rough? Oh, are you saying finding someone is rough or just being single? Because in 2018, it seems like single is the thing, my God. Because when I think about people on social media, there are very far, few, and in between relationships that exist, especially in my community. My community being the LGBTQ community. Well, the black side, because the white gays, my God, they have plenty of relationships going on. But our side, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Although I do know that it stems from probably our upbringings and then the lack of fathers, and then you have a lot of our black men being incarcerated, and then you have drugs and so on and so forth. So I think that has a lot to do with us not having significant representations of relationships that are surviving outside of probably our great grandparents or our grandparents. But this generation now, it's all about being single, I guess. Kimberly Satcher said, yes, men, period. Yes, my God. Jamaican Black Scorpion, a little church member, said, have the same problem in single 8 years. See, she's a woman, so it's just not the gay community, Fred. Regina Harrington said, why guys not tell about with someone? Not sure what you meant, but if you correct your sentence, I'll try to find it again and reread your comment. Mr. Brown said, people want the benefits without commitment in 2018, in my opinion. That's definitely true. Also, I think that social media has kind of messed us up because social media has put us in a position to, in a sense, look for the next best thing or the next most attractive thing, and that is probably what's also messing us up and why we have less successful relationships now versus prior to the blowing up of social media. Lockheed Boss Lady said, I trust in my God always, but hope that God will send him. I mean, I'm trying to think about hoping that God will send. I mean, I desire a relationship and a successful one and one that has longevity, and not just longevity but happiness as well. But I'm not waiting for him. If he shows up, he shows up, and if he doesn't, he doesn't. My God. Mr. Brown said short attention spans. I agree, definitely, yes. It is hard because, I mean, think about social media. Think about Instagram, for example, or even Facebook. I mean, who knew so many gorgeous men and women existed? And when you think about it from a bigger scale, of course, they do. But to have access to see their daily lives, like dick prints and asses and titties and all that stuff, it's just everywhere. And even on my Instagram, too. I mean, I show a little something, too. So I am still a part of the problem when it comes to Instagram. But when you think about seeing things now that people weren't necessarily seeing back in the day. Regina Harrington said, I'm a single woman, and I pray for a successful relationship. I pray that over your life as well. Regina G Wiz is here. Tennis Star said, our issues in our community is that each person comes in broken and haven't repaired themselves, and trust is huge these days. We're coming in with trust issues from the outset. That is so true. Trust is so fragile, but yet so important, my God. And when I think about past relationships, I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where I have 100% trusted the person without a shadow of a doubt. And that's the hardest part when you think about wanting a successful relationship. There has to be trust. And without trust, it's not going to be successful. So that's why I am even embracing now in my life friendships before a relationship. Because one thing about this whole year probation that you guys put me on, along with my family, I'm learning that a year's time frame does not change a person being a potential love interest. But what it does is proves to you and show you if you actually really like the person. Because I think sometimes we rush in relationships so quickly that we don't allow for the time frame to pop up where the real them shows up, and then we find out that we're not able to deal with that, or if we were still friends, you could figure out how you may want to proceed beyond the real them actually showing up, and the real them being all of their issues that, you know, may trigger you or you may not like. So I am happy that I'm in this place in my life where I'm taking almost a year to get to know people and to be single and to learn myself, as well as see if I really want somebody to be around, my God. Kimberly Satchel said, I'm glad you said something about the black men and their upbringing. Spot on, Bishop. Yes, that's the hardest part when we judge each other as black people and our issues that may arise even in relationships. We have to go back to the source and to the core, and not saying that our upbringings gives us a license to be reckless and hurt people or do people wrongly, but at the same time, we have to address the foundation. If the foundation is not right, my God, the person can't be right. Tennis Star said, friends are important because if we are friends first, we will probably not date or get into a relationship with half the people we are friends with. Exactly. That's why I'm loving this space and this time frame that I'm in with this year probation, because I'm learning, like, there are people that I've come in contact with that from the first date, second date, maybe third date, maybe a month in, my old self would have seen them as the one, my God. But once I'm getting past that month mark, I'm looking like, I don't like this nigga. And sorry, church, for using the N-word, but I'm being serious. And I'm saying nigga regardless if they're black or white or Indian or Asian. I'm learning that what happened to me in the past is I got so focused on wanting a family and wanting a man and wanting to live that, you know, American dream of having this white picket fence lifestyle, my God, to where you jump into something, you rush, and then once you're in it, for a person like me, you're afraid to let go for the sake of embarrassment, or just because you started it and didn't want to see it through because you made those decisions and choices. But baby, if you don't put a title on something, let it go about a month to about 6 months. You probably won't even like that person after the 6th month. And if you do, that's a better way of you choosing relationships, because you would have known the real them before you actually chose to make something official, my God. Lockhead Boss Lady said, I can't wait till the reunion. I hope you're referring to the G-Status ATL Hustle reunion. I guess since we're in the church announcements, I'm not sure if you guys knew, but I was brought on as an executive producer of the G-Status ATL Hustle reunion. So I'm trying my best to make Ja's project even better, take it to the next level, especially for this reunion. I know a lot of the church and fans were wondering and requesting that I be the host of the show, and I think I would have done phenomenally well as the host, but I was asked to be an executive producer. Also, I kind of like being backstage and then flirting with the guests and then popping up and asking questions. I like that whole red carpet, being able to be everywhere kind of a situation, my God. So I'm going to see how this plays out. I'm prepared to host the reunion, my God, if anything goes down. If the host gets sick or doesn't do their job properly, the Lord already dropped in my spirit, be prepared to host just in case, my God. So I know I have many hats for this reunion, for the G-Status ATL Hustle reunion. Along with being an executive producer, I am in a sense a consultant for Ja, and an advisor. So I have a lot going on, guys, like so much. And again, shout out to Dr. Tony Blackshear, who is going to be assisting me and helping me out at the reunion. Shout out to Austin, our church member, who will be there helping as well. And then our loyal original member, Faith, she'll be at the reunion helping me out as well. So I hope that the church shows up. It will be a great time to do a mini meet and greet, and you will end up on camera because I'm going to vlog as well as do a couple other things for the church and for the fans, especially because I am not the host, my God. So Ebony didn't say if she's definitely coming or not, but Ebony's butt better be there. Ebony Cosby. Anna Sierra, who I love, said, that's exciting. You will do great. I'm trying my best. Like, there is so much on my plate, so many opportunities, and I thank God for them. It's so awesome that I'm in this space alone, and I'm receiving these opportunities because one thing that someone prophesied to me and spoke into my life and said, God had to remove everyone and everything away from your blessings that are to come, because the doors that are going to open for me in the future and the doors that are opening currently are for no one else but me. And because I'm such a giving person, I would have given those blessings that God specifically made just for me to other people or to someone else, my God. So this is why I'm in a place where I'm just embracing being alone. I'm not as emotional or distraught as I was from previous relationships, my God. And I've seen things in the media, my God, that have triggered me and bothered me. But I know that when you see certain things in the media, my God, it is just God showing and proving to me that I made the right choice with allowing myself to be in this position of being alone in this season, my God. And the reality of it is, I use the word alone loosely because my church members, the church is always around. If I pick up my phone, there is never a time that I pick up the phone and there is a notification, or not a notification from a church member, meaning from DMs on Instagram or comments on Instagram or Facebook inboxes or from YouTube notifications. There is always a church member around supporting me, uplifting me, and encouraging me. And I thank you guys so much, because I don't know what I would do without you being in my life at this particular time, especially with the transitions that have been going on in my life. The Joy of Leak just gave a love offering to your bishop and said, look at these doors, my God. Look what happens when you follow God's lead. You better stunt, Bishop. Tithes. Yes, the Joy of Leak. She knew it was a tithes and offerings moment. Thank you so much, the Joy of Leak. I appreciate you for always commenting and supporting. You have been nothing but encouraging. Come on, Anna Sierra. She just gave her tithes and offerings, my God. Said, I haven't been able to catch a live in a few weeks. Have to pay my tithes and offerings. Laugh out loud. I appreciate you so much. One thing that I want the church to know, that when you give the tithes and offerings, it really is to go back into doing videos for you guys. You think about lighting and cameras and MacBooks and computers and lenses and so on and so forth, or even when guests are coming on. Like, I literally do put this money back into the channel to bring you guys great content. And it's so funny because I know in the past, haters would comment and say, you know, you have all of this coin or all this access to money, why should we give to help your cause? But the reality of it is, if you're watching, it's not my cause, it's for you. And so that would be the reason why you would be giving, because my money has to pay my own bills, my God. So I thank the church, the people who give, and know that when you give, it really is me using it to put back into this channel, and not that I'm running out and buying the next cute outfit. Because the reality of it is, the majority of these cute outfits, I already had and bought with my own money from a salon, my God. Because even this shirt I done wore. If you go back, I wore this shirt in one of my largest and highest viewed videos. I think I wore it in the video about the Philly boxer who was in the gay porn. I know one of the videos had over 1 million views, and then there was a second video that had to do a follow-up about him, and I wore this shirt. So y'all think I spend. I don't really spend. I buy the right stuff and quality stuff, and then it goes to the cleaners and it lasts a very long time. But some of these cute clothes, baby, I will recycle and dress them up a different way. But that's why I've been so successful, because I know how to handle money, my God. I'll look rich, but not necessarily be rich. It's called being wise and being a good steward over your monies. Anna Sierra said, I appreciate great content and I know it isn't cheap or easy to create. I give because I want the great content and the quality of the content to continue. Thank you so much. Because if I could give a list of expenses that just doing this for you guys come into play, I mean, think about it. My MacBook, this baby, this right here, this MacBook was $3,000 because I have like the upgrades to it, and so that it can move faster, so I can get videos out to you quickly. So the MacBook is $3,000. The computer that I want to actually move quicker, the Mac desktop, the iMac, I think the one I need is about $5,000 or $6,000, and that is to help me get videos out to you quicker because it will process and edit a lot faster. Then you think about my cameras. The cameras are about $1,500 plus lenses can be $1,000 up to $5,000. The camera I really want is about $5,000, my God. Then the lighting is a couple $1,000s. So things add up with what I bring to you guys. And let's not go into the hours and hours and hours that it takes me to edit certain videos. The fun thing is that lives are great because it gives me a break from editing. But when we do pre-recorded filming, like with interviews and guests and fun things, it takes so much editing because of me being a perfectionist. And then the problem with being a perfectionist is you always find something wrong in whatever you do. And I'm glad that I just said that and it dropped in my spirit, because people think that when someone says they're a perfectionist, they don't have flaws. No, people who are perfectionists are never pleased. We always find an error in whatever we do. Even if someone says it's phenomenal, it's great, it's done to the best of the best, we always find flaws in what we do. Really quick, before we go too far into this live, I have to at least address what... Oh, Mr. Brown said it's your profile pic on here. Exactly, I totally forgot. You're right, yes. So that shows you that this stuff ain't new. I've been had this stuff. But before we go too far in this live, I do want to address the topic and the title of this live, and it's the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. I know you guys were probably expecting me to do a church announcement earlier in the week, but I wanted to save it for this live. And so my opinions on the whole thing, Kim Barbs, I'm sorry, I feel like Nicki Minaj is lying, especially when she said on her Queen Radio that she was mad at Ra for beating Cardi B up so badly and told Ra to not say anything because she didn't want to get sued. And my thing is, if that's the truth, then why are you now saying something to Nicki Minaj? Because you can still get sued. So that whole thing sounds like a lie. It sounds pointless and irrelevant. I know it stemmed from Hennessy claiming that Nicki Minaj leaked Cardi B's cell phone number. Maybe Cardi B's people did it, I don't know. Maybe someone else did it, because I wouldn't be surprised that Cardi B has a lot of enemies because of her behavior. And from Cardi B's standpoint, I think she's telling the truth. Although I feel like she lied about the Black Swan makeup situation, I think she either lied about Black Swan or was confused with what makeup artist they were referring to. Because she said something about Black Swan being, high or whatever, and I think that was completely off. And someone did say she may have gotten the makeup artist confused because she has had a few makeup artists who things didn't go right. But when it comes to your bishop being about receipts, my God, I love me a good receipt. And I believe Cardi because, at least in that particular, the videos that she released on Instagram, she was giving us receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt, my God. And one thing I will say is, I'm not really sure why Nicki Minaj is still stuck on this whole Cardi B situation. I mean, you've done great things. You are rich. You are still pretty much in the limelight, my God. Other than, I said before, it feels like Nicki Minaj is falling into that same pattern that Lil' Kim went into because someone else new has shown up and is getting publicity. And the reality of it is, Tremel said something on his live yesterday in reference to this whole situation. And Nicki keeps bringing up about how she writes her raps and Cardi B does not. But in a sense, at this point, it is irrelevant because Cardi is still selling. So for that to be an argument, it's all fine, well, and good when it comes to the authenticity of hip hop, my God. But the reality of it is, she is still breaking records and still winning, even if she is not writing her own rhymes and raps. And I don't really see the big deal because the reality of it is, a lot of singers and performers don't write their own songs. So, I mean, Cardi isn't doing anything else that some of our legends who are respected haven't done. Think about Whitney. Her voice is phenomenal. Whitney was one of the best voices of forever, my God. And I don't think Whitney wrote any song. Her biggest hits, especially I Will Always Love You, was a Dolly Parton song. So, and she's not even getting royalties off of that. Her death, Dolly Parton got paid, my God. So, I mean, I really don't have a solid, I'm not really team Nicki or team Cardi. I guess I'm team both, but I think it's time for these women to grow up and move on because they're not required to be role models, but they're, in a sense, looking like a fool and making their fans look like fools because you have been blessed with so much more than the majority of the population, and to be wasting our time on this stupid beef about nothing, my God. I just can't take it. Now, I will say the threats that were sent towards Cardi B and her daughter is just ridiculous. And that's about it, guys. So that's my 2 cents on the whole Cardi versus Nicki. But I do believe that Cardi is telling the truth and Nicki is not, because I'm not even sure why Nicki would bring up that Rob beat her up and say it publicly as if Rob can't get charges pressed on her, my God. So that's about it. Now I'm going to jump back into our comments and see what the church is saying. And I see Angela, I want to know if it's Abron or Abron, said, the beef between Nicki and Cardi B is getting out of hand. I don't want to see another Tupac and Biggie ending. I don't think it would go that far, but I mean, you never know because of Cardi wanting to fight. I don't think Nicki wants to fight at all, my God. But you just never know. And you never know. You know, but you're right. It could happen because it doesn't even have to be them. It could be their circle of people doing things on their behalf and without their request. So I want it to just be done and over with and focus on the music. Although this beef does bring them more publicity, my God. Especially Nicki, who I guess her music isn't selling or doing any numbers. So, in a sense, Nicki does kind of need it a little bit. So I get why she's trying to still poke at Cardi. But not to say that Cardi is on her best behavior, because Cardi in one of her videos mentioned that whole Nicki being embarrassed and so on and so forth, and what she did at Harper's Bazaar. But that was the most ghetto, ratchet, unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life, to be in a ball gown and taking your shoes off trying to fight somebody, my God. And I don't think that hickey came from Ra Ali, because we all saw the footage. I do believe that he came from the elbow of the security, because from one of the shots you could see Cardi, in a sense, run right into the security's elbow, my God. Frederick said, if Cardi said it wasn't Ra, then it wasn't. She saw who hit her. Not necessarily, Fred, because think about how it was kind of dark in that venue. People were everywhere. It was assistants and so on and so forth. So someone could have snuck up and hit Cardi and she not know who it was, because she was just irate and going crazy. But what I will say is, none of the footage showed that it was Ra. And I do believe she at least know or is aware that the security didn't hit her. She ran into the security, from what it seemed like to me. Angela said, my last name is pronounced like LeBron James. Just starts with A. So, Abron, Angela Abron. Okay, I like that. Thank you for giving me some, well, you didn't spell it phonetically, but you kind of explained it in a phonetical kind of a way. But thank you. So, Angela Abron. Got it. Sky Woodfin said, did you see the Ellen clip? I'm laughing, Sky, because I know what you're about to say, because I did see it. The Ellen clip with little girl Trick and treated as Nicki and Ellen attached a stiletto to the little girl's head. Yes, I saw it. It was so funny. I think what made it more funny was the little girl seemed like she didn't even have a clue why the shoe was attached to her head, my God. So that made it like hilarious. Desiree Grant said, dating is the worst. Once, soon as time, I'm lost with what you're saying there. I have to skip it because if you rewrite it, I'll reread it for you, Desiree, but the wording was a little off. Wonder Woman said, I can't for a whole host of reasons, too much feelings. We have, Fred Frederick, because I'm picking in my hair. Your hair looks good. Thank you. Just got my hair done this morning. Kimberly Satchel said, Nicki should remix Barbie Dreams, apologize, and invite Little Kim and bow down to Little Kim. She could overcome the L she took the other night with that nonsense. No, she can't, because it would seem desperate at this point. She did not give Little Kim her due diligence, the praise that she deserved, my God. She didn't give her props. And so for Nicki Minaj to want the same thing from Cardi is just a tad bit silly. But I love that Cardi had the receipts for what happened on their song, and Nicki having her verse at the last minute, and then Cardi wanting Nicki to remove the verse, and then when Cardi said, I'm not your son, you were not my mentor, oh my God, she just went in. And what's sad is Cardi at least acknowledged, and it's funny because I think Nicki is trying to act as if Cardi has never given her props. But I've heard Cardi repeatedly say she looked up to Nicki and listened to her music and loved her music as a kid. And I believe it 100%. So Nicki is just all over the place right now. So we're going to lift her up in prayer, my God. As well as Cardi, because Cardi being perfect. Crystal Wiley said, if someone send treats to you or your child via text or phone, would you not get the police involved instead of private investigator? I would take something like that serious instead of accusations. Send text to you. Okay, see, maybe you meant text and not treats. Oh, threats. Oh, got it. If someone sends threats to you or your child via text or phone, would you not get the police involved? That's hard because Cardi is from New York. She's about fighting, and people who fight and do all that gangbanging stuff, they don't call the police. So you can't have it both ways. Now, me, baby, I'm calling the police, my God. You better not. If you touch me, you're going to jail. I'm sorry, you're going to jail. So, in a sense, Crystal, Cardi can't call the police because that means that Cardi should have had the police called on her for trying to attack Nicki Minaj. So that whole street code thing, I don't abide by. I'm calling the police on you. Jennifer Spikes said, got my ticket, Ty. See you Sunday. Oh, Jennifer Spikes, yes. Okay, Jennifer, back to G Says ATL Hustle Reunion. Make sure you stop me, approach me, give me a hug, take a picture, let's do a video, something. Everyone who is coming to the reunion, I better have a picture or something, a video, a screenshot, Snapchat, something with you. Please make sure you stop me, my God. Please do. Wonder Woman said, y'all don't even follow Nicki and not even Nicki fans. So how do you know what she's done? Make it make sense. Sipping socialites, that's a very broad statement. You don't know who people follow because we don't know who you follow. And I love you because you are a little supporter, but your statement is too broad. You don't know who we know, you don't know who we follow, and you don't know who we're fans of. Because the reality of it is, when I'm really somebody's fan, I will call their ass out. I've said before in the live, Brandy is my idol, and I've called her ass out. So a true fan is going to call somebody else out and say what they did and did not do, my God. That's that. Kimberly Satchel said, fun fact, when Nicki came in the game, she was the same age as Cardi is right now, and Kim was Nicki's current age. Wow, Kimberly Satchel, I had no clue about that, but thank you for dropping the knowledge on us. My God. The Joy of Leak said, we have to remember, Cardi is for a street culture. Whether it be ghetto or not, she reacts as she knows how. I believe she will grow, but she is still young. The Joy of Leak, I'm not sure if I believe that. because some people will never break free of the mental bondage that is the street mentality, my God. They just won't. So I'm not sure she will grow. I'm not sure at all. I pray she will, but I'm not sure. Miss T said her radio station is a good idea, but she uses it to complain instead of promoting female DJs or female artists. Said, I agree 100%, my God. I agree 100%. Draylon Thickum said it was messed up what was said about culture. That just shows you how horrible people are in this world, my God. In reference to people thinking that they have the right to talk about someone's child or make threats, my God. I know that being a YouTube content creator and an influencer, it just has exposed me to see some of the most horrible, evil people in the world, even down to people, I've said before in lives, making mental health out to be so bad. Yes, it's a struggle. Yes, it's a battle. But when people go as far as to say, oh, I see why this person is single. Oh, I see why nobody wants to be with them, because nobody wants to deal with their mental health issues, my God. And before I said, so when did mental health become worse than lying, cheating, being a fraud, and so on and so forth? And that's not directed to anybody specifically, but I do want to address how evil people can be for no reason. Mental health, the funny thing about it is, the majority of America battles with mental health issues, but everybody's not open and honest. And it's funny because I know in my situations, people have commented about my mental health being a burden on my ex-partners, my God, without even knowing all my ex-partners had mental health issues as well, my God. And I'm not telling their business, but it's so strange that people will put something on somebody else as it pertains to mental health without knowing that other people struggle, battle, and deal with it as well. And it is not the worst thing in the world, my God. If her fans would take, Ebony Cosby said, if her fans would take all that energy and use it to buy Nicki's albums, we wouldn't even be here. Woo, baby. Oh my gosh. Ebony, you done preached a word on today. I was thinking the same thing, my God. Thinking the same thing. If they stopped focused on being negative and buy those albums, Nicki wouldn't be complaining. Sipping Socialite said, Nicki has played Malibu Mitch music on Queen Radio. Sipping Socialite, no one ever said that Nicki did not do any of that. So you have to be careful or be mindful of what you're trying to say, because that is, no one said she did not do those things, my God. The Joy of Leaks at Sipping, no, she never admitted to Kim being the one she modeled herself after. I agree. Yes, she said she looked up to her, but when folks started making the comparisons, she acted as though she was original. And to church, I'm sorry. The Kim Barbs and the Barbs, I love y'all, but y'all just be going too far, my God. Vicky said, Nicki needs to go back with Safari. She knows that's her true love. They can be happy and messy together. Vicky V, I disagree, because, yeah. We don't know that's her true love, and yeah. Maybe her first, but we can't say it's her true love because you don't know what went down in their relationship for it to end, my God. Wonder Woman said, Ty, can you speak on the business model and who is better? Thoughts? The business, I'm not sure, Wonder Woman, what you're referring to. So let me know. Not sure what you're referring to, though. Frederick said Nicki's album sold, though. Okay, then why is she complaining then? Why is she so bothered if her album sold? Let's focus on the numbers then. Just saying. Not being shady, just saying. If her album sold, then what's the problem then, my God? Donnell Hawk said, to hell with Nicki and Cardi, I'm sick of it. The funny thing is, I don't even really care. I'm just addressing it for the church, my God, because I could not care less about either of them, because as much as I like some of their songs, I'm not the biggest of the biggest fan of theirs to where I could really care. Now, if we talking about Brandy, my God, okay, I'm all involved, but that ain't even really my kind of music to be so invested in. Not to argue on neither of their behalves, my God. The Kimberly Satchel said, I feel if you are an African American, we all have mental issues and need to talk based on our ancestry. Well, that's true because well, I guess you're talking back as far as slavery and then what we were brainwashed to believe. Then you're kind of right. So if you're referring to that, I do know what you mean. Miss Godiva 6, we can move on. Laugh out loud. Come on, Miss Godiva, because I'm over it. What's next, church? I know I put Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj and more, but I already addressed the more. The more was about what's going on. She said it's ATL Hustle. Can't wait for that on Sunday. DMV Dre said, hi, Ty. I've been loving you in these shirts over the last few videos. Thank you. I just pulled out some of my old oldies but goodies, my God. So that's about it. But baby, wait till y'all see me at the reunion next Sunday, my God. When I tell you I am ready, and your bishop is not going to disappoint because my wardrobe is sickening. It is sickening, my God. It's everything. I'm proud of myself. It's right. My outfit's going to be right, my God. Sipping Socialite said, I'm a fan of female rappers, period. Okay. I don't know what to say because, I mean, are you saying you like Nicki and Cardi both or what? Because I don't know. Maybe that's your thing, my God. And you said your favorite is Angel Hayes. I don't know any of those people, so I can't even give an opinion. That's why I was a tad bit speechless. One Royal Q said, I no longer care. Cardi is hood as fuck, can't talk, and Nicki seems like a mean girl with plastic parts. Why can't they both just get that cash and move on? G's. The beginning part of your comment was harsh. One Royal Q. But the end I agree with, my guy. Focus on the cash and just being successful because they have some of the greatest opportunities that people would kill for. Fred Frederick said, Real Housewives of Atlanta is back on Sunday. I will definitely have the recap up on time, which, you know, my time frame is usually 24 hours. I am behind on Growing Up Hip Hop. But guys, I have to pace myself. I'm going to get caught up. I plan to do Growing Up Hip Hop the 2 episodes ago today. And I'm going to film the other one in the morning before I leave. Plus, I got to also do the Circle recap if Nunu gets that out by tonight. Because you guys, I fly back to New Jersey tomorrow morning to go to work on my clients. Oh, for all of you who do not know, I am officially servicing clients and accepting clients in Atlanta now. So if you are in Atlanta or the surrounding areas, you can book with me. The number is on my post on Instagram, but you can always DM me wherever on Facebook and or Instagram or Twitter to get in touch with me if you are interested in my beauty services, my God. Ebony Cosby said, have you seen the Hustle show on BET? No, Ebony, I'm so behind on shows because of editing and YouTube content creating and so on and so forth. Because, I mean, even my most favorite shows, I missed the whole entire last season of How to Get Away with a Murder, my God. And I love that show. And I was trying to get caught up on The Plane a couple weeks ago, but they didn't have the full season on there. And then The Walking Dead is back on. I'm behind on that. Now, one thing I am on time with, thank God, is American Horror Story, which I love. So I am completely caught up. But any new shows I have not seen because of me easily being consumed with all that I have going on. And I don't just have YouTube stuff going on. I don't just have the salon stuff in New Jersey going on. I have some other projects that I'm working on to have things released for you guys by the first of the year. Some things that you guys actually requested for me to do. So I'm working on those, and that's taking up a lot of my time, as well as trying to keep my own house in order, my God, and it's a lot. It's just a lot. Sometimes I just have to just stop and not do anything. So new shows, no new shows for me right now, unless it's something that's just like, well, no new shows for me. Kimberly Satchel said Cardi is bilingual, so her grammar doesn't bother me. Um, Kimberly Satchel, I've come in contact with plenty of bilingual people who who articulate the English language and enunciate it as well as pronunciate it very well. So that's not necessarily an excuse. Vicky V said, yeah, I can't wait for you to help me with my hair. I start a new job and want to have a nice and natural look. Vicky V, where are you located? Are you in Atlanta or in the Atlanta area? Because let me know. I'm going to take a certain amount of clients and then stop and close my book, and then the people I have that secured their slots in Atlanta will be my same people that I just do regularly. My God, I won't be taking on a whole load of clients. So make sure you guys book your appointments, make it recurring, have it locked in, because once I get to that number that I have in my head, that's it, my God. Tosh Davis said, Bishop, I'm hiding in the bathroom at work just to catch your Wednesday live. I'm not missing Wednesday church, Bishop, my God. Tosh, you better get that coin, baby. Don't be in the bathroom to see your bishop, because guess what? This live is going to still be up once you get off of work, my God. I'm no longer deleting lives, so get back to work, my God, and get that coin. See, Diddy 70, if you can't speak two languages, then be quiet. Ciao, bye. I hate when people do that. You can critique. It's almost like saying if you can't sing, you can't tell someone else they can't sing. I'm sorry, we all have ears. Now, you probably can't give the best advice on singing if you can't sing, my God. But if we hear that somebody can't sing and you can't sing, your ears work. We can say that. So, not knowing two languages does not mean that one cannot say someone does not speak a specific language well, my God. And let's be real. I speak two languages, my God. I speak English and I speak in tongues. Ikorabo shata, idorabo sata, baya sata. So, I got two languages under my belt, my God. And if you actually want to go deep, robo sata, if you want to go deep, my God, let's get deep, my God. If you want to go deep, I speak diverse tongues, my God. And I've been speaking in tongues since I was about 6 years old. So I got two, 3, 4, 5 languages underneath my belt. I see one Royal Q said she just needs to throw her whole tongue away. Now that's a tad bit too harsh. Now the Royal Q, no, you're going too far, my God. The Joy of Leaks said grammar is not an indicator of intelligence. With school funds being based on a lot on property taxes, our neighborhood schools do not get the funding that we do. I just wish we let people be. I agree, the Joy of Leak. I'm not saying that she's not intelligent because of her grammar, but at the same time, I guess you're right. I guess it's not an issue. Is it an issue? I think the problem for me is wanting to better myself. And so with wanting to better myself, that includes, I would love to go to speech therapy, speech classes, because I do get tongue-tied. And then a lot of me getting tongue-tied began after I did my braces in Invisalign, and then getting all that shifted, which is a new mouth in a sense for me. And then it's probably going to get worse when I get veneers and do my surgery and so on and so forth. So I think my critiques come from the fact that I'm always wanting to be better and do better. So I think I put that on other people as well. I'm thinking that we all should want to be better. And that includes working on our grammar and not using words incorrectly. And not saying that we won't have times that we do, because as articulate as I try to be. There are some times when it just does not work for me. It doesn't happen the way that I want it to. But I think people are allowed to give critiques, my God. Ebony said, yes. He y'all speak that tongue. Yes, I'm just saying, my God. I got some tongues under my belt. I got some languages as well. Chase Green said, I'm back. What did I miss? I was in a meeting. Oh, come on, Chase. You're getting the coin. You're in service and you're in service and going to work. And at work, my God. Sadiddy78 said, I know a lot of Spanish, Haitians, Jamaicans, Chinese, and Koreans don't speak great English. I mean, I do too. I know them as well. And it is annoying at times because we are in America and the language is English. So it is annoying because I will be the first to say when I call Comcast or Sprint or any business, my God, and it's a foreigner on the doggone line, I'm just like, oh God. And not because of like being demeaning, but the reality of it is I can't understand you, my God. I speak English and I'm not gonna go there because I don't want to be offensive, but I know y'all get fed up too. Y'all call AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, Comcast, Xfinity, whoever else, my God, and you can't understand what they're talking about because they don't give the jobs to non-Americans. Oh, Sipping Coach Light said, I went to speech therapy as a child, all because I couldn't say hospital. Well, I think that's great, Sipping Coach Lights, because like I said, I'm all for being better and doing better and progressing. So I can't wait. I want to go to speech therapy as well as I would love to go to school for, is it called communications? I think that's what it is. When you like do hosting and like you're a news anchor and all that. Is it called communications? I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure what it's called, my God. But the Joy of League said Comcast and Sprint with the Indian. Yes! Yes, exactly. With the Comcast and Sprint with the Indian call centers. We can't understand each other. This ain't working. Exactly, my God. Thank you. And it's no shade. And it's not to be mean, but I can't understand you. Oh, Ebony Copy said, I want to do broadcast journalism as well. Ebony, let's go together. Let's be classmates, my God. Let's go. I would love to do it. And I hate school, but I would love to do that. I think it would also help us as YouTube content creators to do that. So let's go together, my God. New Dawn said, Bishop, will you vlog the G-Status ATL Hustle reunion? That is one of my surprises. I was going to save it, my God, but New Dawn brought it up, and I'm going to answer the question since I've read it. Yes, I'm going to vlog as well as do some other stuff with filming. So I'm trying to like pace myself and figure out how to implement the vlogging as well as like doing my behind the scenes stuff because I want it to be two separate things. I want the vlogging to be probably me getting ready because my outfit is, when I say my outfit, I know I already said it, my God. My outfit is sick-o-ning. So I want to do my vlogging of just me getting ready that day and then the headaches of being an executive producer and what's going on with that. But I also, the other surprise was me doing like the behind the scenes interviews and stuff like that as the show has breaks and what's going on and so on and so forth. So trying to figure out what to do. I probably will do maybe vlogging like me getting up that day, getting dressed and ready, showing my outfit up into getting to the venue and then after the venue and closing and all that. So I'm trying to have so many ideas in my head of what I can do and how I can do it. And I thank God that Ja has given me the opportunity to be able to have some creative freedom in this situation. So I got a lot in my head, especially like I said, with executive producing the show. So I keep me in prayer on Sunday, church. Just lift me up, your bishop, in prayer. Keep me in prayer. Keep the show in prayer. Keep the cast in prayer. Lift Ja up in prayer, my God. Lift the staff up in prayer, my God, because I don't want these people to drive me crazy. Please, my God. The Nana Gabbana said, people discriminate against immigrants who speak perfect English but just have an accent. Some Americans try and use it to demean people when they know damn well they understand what they're saying. That's true in a sense, the Nana Gabbana, but I've never really heard people who know what the people are saying and act like they don't. And I'm not saying people don't do that, but I've never come across that. When I barely can understand, you know what? I can't understand it. I just can't. Like, I just can't. So that's not me, but I do get your point. You said perfect English, so I don't think perfect English would give me license or would, yeah, I'm not referring to people who speak perfect English, so I know your statement is in general and not directed at me, but I wanted to just clarify even for myself. So Diddy78 said, America is a melting pot. We should all try different languages and not be rude to people who can't speak English. I disagree. We don't need to try. Now, if you want to, for whatever reasons, but because we are Americans, I don't think we should be required, nor do we need to, because the reality of it is, in America, the language to be spoken is English. And the reason why I'm being a tad bit aggressive in my comment right now is because most black people have ancestors who came from Africa. Africa was not the English is not a language from Africa, my God. So if you talk about we should be doing all of this and doing all of that, we have to go back further than just English to correct the problem. So, nope. Let's just stick with English. That's where we are. And if you're coming over here, my God, learn our language. And yeah, that's that. Because if you go to other countries, my God, you're going to have to learn their language. And granted, some do accommodate the English language, but others don't. So, yeah, that's my opinion on it. Ebony Cosby said, Bishop, look for Donnell Halt's comment. He repeated it twice. Now, I'm going to look for it because I love me some Donnell Halt. But YouTube created Super Chat, so I wouldn't have to search for a comment, my God. So if he repeated it twice, he should have gave $2, my God, so it could have popped up for me to notice it. And that's just coming from your bishop. It's not me being a bitch. That's me giving you a critique from being a bishop. Super Chat is here for a reason. And that's the reason, my God. Faith said, do you want me to meet you at your apartment so I can record, I think you said so you can record me. Record me. No, Faith, you can probably meet me at the venue. I might meet you at my apartment, I'm not sure. As far as recording, I have a camera crew and I have a team to record me. So the vlogging is just because I want to do some stuff like I normally do of myself. But I do have my own camera crew, my own production team. Like I have people who are jumping on board. So I appreciate you, Faith, for offering that. But I actually have like a full-on camera crew, lighting crew, audio crew that's going to be present, who is coming with me to not only who is actually my people or partner with me, who I have connected to G Status, and they're helping them out too, my God. So thank you for the offer, but I do have all that kind of worked out, which is why I'm pretty much all over the place, because my hands is in almost everything to make sure that it goes smoothly. But I'm not sure as of yet. I will let you know, Faith, by Friday if you should come to my house or meet me at the venue. I'll let you know. Ebony Cosby said, since I can't go to the reunion on Sunday, I'm the only tenor on the praise team. Ebony Cosby, you know what? Ebony, wait, I must have missed your comment, because why can't you not go to the reunion? I needed you there, my God. I needed you there, Ebony. I wanted you on camera for something, my God. Why can't you not come? But I do appreciate you following the bishop's rules about Super Chat. But I do want to go back really quick. Anna Sierra said, let's just stick to English. I agree. If I go somewhere else, I need to learn enough of their languages to make it work. Laugh out loud. Exactly, my God. I mean, it's pretty simple. But Ebony, you did remind me to go find Donnell Halt's comment. So I'm going to try to find it because... Oh, okay. Donnell Halt said, behind the scenes with Tramiel, drew on the floor, painting after Bishop. Oh, panting after Bishop. Donnell Halt, the real tea is... Here's the real tea. I'm tripping over my words. The real tea is, it's not really, there is somebody who likes me, but is not honest about it. But you know what? I'm not even going into that. But I don't think, Tramiel is not that, Tramiel is not thirsty. Tramiel is really like my friend. The whole date with Tramiel thing came from the church suggesting Tramiel. And so Tramiel and I are going to do some dating something just to do it for fun on the channel, my God, for the church. So Tramiel would not be drooling or panting after me. Tramiel probably ain't really that interested in me, my God. I mean, it's all fun on both sides. We both like each other as friends, my God. So the Tramiel thing is just for fun. And I hope that was the comment that Ebony was referring to in reference to Donnell Holt commenting twice. Triana Davis. No, not Triana Davis. I just saw something from Triana. It was a comment about decor. I'm trying to find it. Triana, post your comment again so I can see it. Oh, shoot. I don't see it, but I wanted to read. It says something about decor. Oh, I want to find it because decor is something we don't normally talk about. Oh, Triana April said, I really need this house decor guide to happen because I am moving out to a new apartment for the first time and I can't believe how overwhelming it is to shop for my new home. I need help. Okay, Triana. I was supposed to do it last week, but last week I had two friends here. My friend Lakia and my friend Jason were here. It was my friend Jason's birthday, so I couldn't do it then, but I wanted to do it then. But my crew that's going to be like doing my camera stuff will be here this weekend, so I'm going to try to get it done this weekend. But I can't promise it because of G-Status reunion. So it will get done. I'm trying my best. I'll try my best to get it done before the end of the year. I want to do it, but I want to do it right. That's why I haven't just grabbed my camera and did it myself. I want the camera crew to follow me and me to be able to explain to you where I purchased each item, the price of it, if it was on sale, if it wasn't, where to get it from, and so on and so forth. So that is why my home tour is lagging and not coming as quickly as I promised, because I do want to make it like an informative home tour to where you guys can find the items yourself or find something similar and find out where I go to get deals, because I don't pay full price for nothing, my God. I buy everything on sale. Donna Hall says, you should be hosting the reunion because some of them need to be put in their place. Donna Hall, that is really why the whole church, almost the whole probably fan base of G-Status wants me to be the host, because of me not only knowing the entire season, but being able to call people out on their shit and still actually like them and give them their props and respect. So, I will be on standby to host the reunion, but I have so many other things to do. And I said earlier, I'm not sure when you jumped into this live, Donnell, but I did say I would be on standby to host, and the Lord told me to make sure that I was on standby, which is why my outfit is going to be so sickening, because just in case I got to jump in there and not take over, but jump in there to kind of help facilitate certain questions being asked if our current hosts aren't able to do so, because it takes a lot to host, especially to make it happen the way it should, because you need somebody who is fully aware of the people, their personalities, what to call them out on, what to give them props on, and also know the entire season, my God. Miss Godiva 6 said, I was thinking of creating a newsletter for subscribers so I can share my finds, deals, discounts, etc. That would be great. That would be very great. DMV Dre said that would be lit if you hosted Ty. Y'all driving me crazy. I mean, everybody is like, everybody, everybody wants me to host this doggone reunion. I am not the host. The host of the reunion is Trinity Bonet, who was a contestant on G-Status 8, not G-Status, a contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race. And then there's a guy named, I think his name is Trey, who he was kind of popular for a minute because of his relationship on social media and them having kids. So they're the host. I am an executive producer. I am not in charge. Ja is in charge, so he has the final say. But like I said, I will be ready. I will be ready to do what I have to do if I am called upon. I just will. Simply Nets, I love Trinity. She was sickening. Her lip sync was everything. Yeah, Trinity is beautiful up in drags. I don't know what Trinity's hosting skills are like. I do know that Trinity does like great commentating, but when it comes to hosting, you gotta bring something different. Hosting is a very interesting thing, and I've learned with interviewing people on YouTube as well as doing these recaps that hosting is no joke. And so just keep Trinity in prayer, because it's definitely a hard job, because I know that TS hosted the Chasing Atlanta reunion and she received negative critiques, as we all do, but it is a very hard thing to do. Everybody is not built for it. So I do know that I will be meeting with Ja to handle some things, as well as Trinity and others, to make it happen the way it should, my God. But again, I am the kind of person where I was raised to be prepared for the worst. So I'm going to always be on standby to do whatever it is I need to do to make sure that this goes over the best way possible, especially since my name is attached to it, my God. Anna Sierra said she is great. I think if you did it together, that would be awesome. I was thinking that too, Anna. If Trinity and I did it together, it would have been great. But the problem is this is the real tea. My brand is growing. My brand is not huge. G-Status ATL Hustle's brand is growing. Their brand is not huge. So from an executive producer standpoint, knowing that Ja is the producer and creator, he has to be very strategic about who he selects as a host. So for example, making me the host, it's not really bringing on new people to the brand, because my following already supports G-Status. Trinity has no direct connection to G-Status, so she has hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. So her promoting G-Status will help grow G-Status, because she has no direct connection. She has a fan base that she can introduce to G-Status. So I totally get why we would want her as the host and not me. It makes perfect sense from a business standpoint. But I do know we want the hosts to really bring it. So it's so many things that come into play with making the right business decisions and choices, my God. So I do know why Ja wouldn't have chosen me. I know why I wouldn't have chosen me, and that's the reason why. Because of that very reason. You want to bring on a host that's going to bring more people to the brand. Tasha Davis said, Bishop, I have a question, no shade. I enjoy Milan more with her or his wig on more than I enjoy him dressed like a man. Am I saying it right, Bishop? You're saying 100% right. it seems like Milan is a tad bit different of a person without the wig, but that's not true because did Milan have his wig on at True Fine's house? Because if Milan did, which I think Milan may have, but Milan has been doing the boy look for the past few episodes, so I can't remember 100% sure. But I don't think the hair or the hair changes who the person is. Milan is who he is. I respect Milan. I don't disrespect Milan. I did have to call Milan out on some things as well as I did others. My thing is that with this show, people have to accept the fact that I am here to do a job, and my job is to call everyone out on their shit as well as give them praise. And it would be unrealistic to think that I wouldn't be calling a person I like out on their shit. Just like on my channel. Y'all call me out on my shit. Now, some of the stuff that's just so hateful, that can go. But when you think about certain things, plenty of people who are still here have called me out on stuff that I've done, and I've received it very well. So, Simply Net said yes, because from what I remember, Trinity needed a little bit of media training back in the day. Ty seems to have it naturally. I feel you guys will complement each other well. I think so too, my guy. I think so too. I don't know. I mean, like I said, this is not my project. So what I don't want to do is, for all those who think I'm really controlling, my God, I'm not controlling. So this is not my project. So although I'm an executive producer, I'm still under Ja's leadership. So I give Ja ideas, and he has the right to take them and use them and not. And at the end of the day, it is his brand, his project, and I'm just along for the ride. So I would never force myself into a situation. It would probably only happen if Ja said, Ty, we need you to get your ass up there and help. So that's why I said I will be ready for the reunion if I'm called upon. Triana April said, I'm looking forward for you to meet True Fine. I wonder how you're going to approach that behind the scenes moment. Triana, that's if True Fine shows up. Now, I will say that moment would be pretty easy because True Fine was nice to me. True Fine actually likes my pictures on Instagram. He's been very, very sweet from interactions on social media. He just chose not to come to our church to be a guest speaker for reasons that I kind of agree with. I told you before, I don't shy away from certain questions, and I would have had to ask him certain questions, my God. And so I think it was smart for him to not come. But behind the scenes, I don't think he's going to be there, if I'm not mistaken. Because remember, the people who left are True Fine, Milan, and somebody else. Somebody else is gone. But I do wish that they would all show up, because the reality of it is this still promotes your brand. This still is an avenue to have publicity and promotion and to do better and to have gain new opportunities. So I hope they show up. DMV Dre said, please no violence at the reunion. DMV Dre, guess what, baby? Guess what? That will not be tolerated. Now, there may be, if there's a fight, because I'm an executive producer, I kind of got to let certain things happen as they may. But I do know that I will have security. I will. I'm going to have security. I will. Because, I'm not about that life at all. But I'm learning that being in this executive producer, title and headgear, the hat that goes along with this, my God, that people may fight. They may fight. I wish they didn't, but that's what y'all like. Y'all like to see a fight. Y'all do, my God. Y'all do. Miss Godiva 6, we're just biased. We want the bishop. Laugh aloud in the free Mr. Clark voice. You know what, Miss Godiva? I don't think that you're biased. I think like Evangelist Net said, it's because you guys have seen me grow as a interviewer. You've seen me ask the right questions. You've seen me go hard on people. You've seen me go soft. You've seen me be loving. You've seen me bring different characteristics to an interview to make it be great. So I don't think that's necessarily being biased if you're saying you want me to be the host based on valid and factual reasons, my God. Anna Sierra said, I think a lot of the viewers that came to the show came from your followers. I totally get bringing Trinity on too, but I think your interview skills would come in handy. And that's why I will be ready. Like I said, I will be prepared for the worst. I had a bug in my ear from some other producers who are on board and like, bitch, be ready. So I'm going to be ready, my guy. Ebony Coffee said, but how many of the cast is going to show up? Ebony, everyone's supposed to show up except for Milan and True, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if Zafar is going to show up or not, but everyone else will be there. But I think that even if this is the problem with not showing up to reunions. That's a very asinine and immature thing to do, to not show up, because what happens is you've taken your own voice away. The reunion is where you can come to explain what you've done wrong. It's where you can own your wrongs. It's where you can apologize. It's where you can promote yourself. It's where you can let us know what you have coming up next. It's also where you can defend yourself. So not coming to a reunion makes you like a fool, because now you have silenced your own voice, my God. So again, I do pray and hope that everybody shows up to this reunion and make it epic. Queenie said, true, I like Akeem more from your interview than the G status. Everyone likes Akeem. Akeem has been getting rave reviews from my interview. Woo Child the Ghetto said, well, I definitely hope they have a good replacement. Even though Milan was much, he definitely added to the entertainment from time to time. True was the one who balanced out the cast with his chill demeanor. I agree. The cast itself worked, it worked, which is why it said they're not embracing where this project and this show is going. And think about when you think about network TV, my God, there are so many people who have been the bad guy and good guy on shows, and then they come out on top. But the reality of it is, this is to promote your brand. It's a job and it's an avenue for you to make that coin, my God. What visual did Donnell Hawk give Ebony? Oh, Dre Simber should be coming, Ebony. Donnell Hawk said Milan with Akeem to pull that hair out. I don't believe that one bit. Anna Sierra said Trinity hosts a social media night and a lot of the cast goes to it. That's a great direct connection. I'm sure she's promoting to him that they should come. Miss Vanessa New Beginning said, I understand Akeem now. We all do, child. And Desiree Grant, a comment I haven't read. I'm looking for people who I have not acknowledged as of yet. Desiree Grant said a lot of the companies are now based out of third world countries because it's too expensive to run call centers here. Very true. They're not even American, so you're right, Desiree. That whole argument, discussion, we didn't even acknowledge the fact that they're not even people who are Americans or in America who are doing these call centers, or who are answering the calls for the call centers. I'm about to get off of here in 5 minutes because I have a meeting with Ja, I believe at 5. I have to try to record the Grown Up Hip Hop recaps before I leave in the morning. So I do have so much to do. Can somebody from the elders, one of the elders, the church, the board, the Mother's Ministry, somebody tell me how long I've been on this live, my God, because I do want it to at least be a full hour. So church, comment how long I've been on, if you know how long I've been on this live. Ebony Cosby said, is the Royal Couch going to be there and participate? The Royal Couch will be there, to my knowledge. I'm not sure about their participation because everybody can't participate. That's just too much. But the Royal Couch will probably be on the front row. But they should definitely be there. Which y'all know, they show me so much love. I call them now. I've adopted them as my babies. I got my YouTube babies, my YouTube kids. So I know they're going to be excited to meet me. I'm excited to meet them if they're coming. and I will get them in my vlog and behind the scenes stuff. They have been begging to interview me, but I'm trying to pace myself with interviews because of making sure when I'm interviewed, we're talking about the right stuff and not the wrong stuff. Donna Halt said, is that pink lemonade? It is, I think it's raspberry lemonade from Simply Lemonade. The raspberry one. Jermaine Cross said, Ty, they need your realness on the reunion. I agree. I agree. I agree. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I just hope that everybody who is a church member who is in Atlanta, come and show up. Get your ticket. I want to see the church there, my God. Chase Green said he's back again, but we're about to close. Ebony Cosby said you've been on here for 84 minutes, my God. Okay, so we're well over an hour. Great. So we're closing in 3 minutes. So if all hearts and minds are clear, last comments, concerns, any questions that you have for your bishop, anything that you want me to say or do at the reunion, please comment now because we're closing this service at 4:15 East Coast time. My God. Sadiddy78 said that's how Tamar made it big. How did Tamar make it big, Sadiddy? Explain for me. I missed your other comment, or was I saying something? Miss Godiva 6 said, you are just the cream of the crop, and I've only been a church member for a year. I've went back and watched old videos, and I'm into your movement and growth. Thank you so much. I appreciate that love. Again, Miss Godiva, meeting you in the airport was phenomenal. You were just so sweet and loving. I'm so glad you walked up to me and asked for a photo and gave me a hug. You were the best. In reference to being the cream of the crop, it is because of me being a perfectionist, my God. Like, I'm always working on myself, trying to be better and doing better. Like, that is always, that's why I think, I know why I have anxiety. It really stems from my accident, but the car accident 3 years ago. But me being a perfectionist and requiring so much of myself is why I do so well, because I'm always focused on trying to be better. Jermaine Cross said, please be careful. We don't want to have to turn out the reunion. Jermaine Cross, I got security, my God. I have security. Security. And my security is big, honey. He's a big old chocolate black man. So, I will be protected. Donnell Holt said, can we get a chapstick challenge with you and Zafar? What you think? Donnell Holt, Zafar is shorter than me. Zafar is shorter than me, and I'm also not attracted to Zafar. I mean, can we at least pick somebody I'm attracted to? My God. Ebony said, no, stop trying to make fetch happen, Donnell. Not with, no. Zafar is a cutie, but I'm not attracted to him. Does that make sense? He's cute. He's cute and sexy, but I'm not attracted to him. It's probably because he's short. That's probably why. Because I've told you guys before, your bishop is versatile, my God. But I love me a tall man. My man needs to be taller than me. I don't care if they're a top or a bottom or versatile. My man needs to be taller than me, my God. Even if I'm topping you, I want you to still be able to protect and cover and shield and be my bodyguard. Even if I'm the top. That's just how it goes for me. Ebony said, so you are going to do a behind the scenes vlog on Sunday. Yes, it's confusing. It's confusing because I know we're about to close because it's 4:16, but it's confusing because I do want to do the vlog thing because everyone loves my vlogs. So I'm doing a vlog and behind the scenes. The vlog will be separate and I probably will release that. The thing is, the vlog I want to release like the day or the night or the next day after the show. So it's going to be two things because my behind the scenes won't happen until after the reunion airs. And I want to give a shout out, my God, to Jod, the producer of G Status, for respecting me enough to have the conversation beforehand and us agreeing on the best thing to do in reference to what should be released before the reunion and what should be released after. But what I will say is we both agreed that we do have to release a clip of something to the blogs, including my channel, including other channels from the reunion, because that helps drive people to want to watch the reunion, my God. So, again, Ja is 22 years old, if I'm not mistaken, but he is a class act. He is intelligent. I want you guys to be a tad bit, I know we've been harsh on Ja with his inconsistencies of posting late or 2 weeks being skipping, but Ja is a baby. He is 22 years old, my God, if I'm not mistaken, and he is doing most of this himself. And we have to give him some credit. And for him to be doing this by himself, to have to deal with all these personalities and behaviors and people who want to be painted a certain kind of a way and then mad based on how he posted the footage and where he placed it, we have to give him credit for being young and trying to achieve his goals and at least trying to do it in excellence and with integrity, my God. So, like I said, I know we've been hard on him with some of the issues with G Status, but he is definitely doing his best, and it is not easy, my God. So, Ebony Cosby said, we just need him to do better with his communication. You're absolutely right, and I will tell him that as well. He needs to be letting the public know if something is stalling. That includes me doing the video, but the problem is I never know, so I can't even do a video and say, by the way, guys, it's delayed. So you're right, his communication has to be better, but I will let him know that if anything's ever late or delayed, at least post something on his Instagram, give it to the cast to post, give it to me. But you're 100% right. But I do want to commend Ja for doing a phenomenal job all by himself and being so young, because he is doing things that people dream of doing but never actually have the guts of putting it into action and bringing it to fruition. But y'all are a mess. Church is over, my God. I'm reading these comments. Gigi said, have a wonderful evening, Bishop. Love you. I love you too, Gigi. Guys, I gotta go so I don't get behind on the rest of my day, my God. I gotta ship some stuff back and return some stuff at the UPS office across the street. So, bye, guys. So I must do my closing. I keep forgetting to do the closing because this is a live. And the closing is, please follow me on all social media outlets. Comment down below in the comment section. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel. Become a part of the notification ministry. Share this video. And thank you guys for tuning in for today's Wednesday midday Bible study, church announcements, church service. I love you all, and I can't wait to see all of you who are attending the reunion on Sunday. Bye, guys.